hesitation. I would rather them be here with us and family than anywhere else.
Now these boys have a place to call home, why their angels were never far away in our town Danville. And since the Civil War, the VA in Danville has served thousands of veterans. A look back at how the healthcare facility has evolved through the years, but the mission remains the same. Then one of the city's oldest parks is getting a makeover. We'll show you the new things coming to the green space.
This is WCIA 3 News, Our Town Danville, Fall Edition, sponsored by Illinois Pork Producers and Prairie Commons Business Collective.
All this week, we shared stories from Our Town Danville. It is our final stop of our Town 2020 Fall Edition. Get ready to enjoy stories from the unique places and neighbors who call the city home. The VA Ileana healthcare system turned 122 this month. It has served wounded veterans since the end of the Civil War. CI Living storyteller Erin Valley looks back at its history.
At Danville's Spring Hill Cemetery.
So cool.
Melissa Spady is solving a mystery.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I had no idea. All of these history tours that I've been on, and finally we found him.
Here lies Colonel Isaac Clements, the very first governor of Danville's National Home for Disabled Volunteer Soldiers.
Kind of like I can put the ending to the story now.
Today, that national home is better known as the VA Ileana healthcare system. Melissa gives history tours to campus visitors and guests. She often tells tales of Colonel Clements, but wasn't sure where he went. You see, Isaac was originally buried at Danville National Cemetery on the VA Ileana campus. But when his wife Josephine died in 1921, Isaac was moved to Spring Hill Cemetery the following year, where he would be allowed to rest next to his children.
It's just amazing to still connect our history and definitely carry it out today.
Over the years, Melissa's learned a lot about the past, leaning on photos and primary sources that show what has changed on the campus where she works and what hasn't.
I just dove and researched into those documents and studied and just continue to talk about it, and at the end of the day, it becomes a story to life.
Ronald Reagan, Dick Van Dyke, and Jack Nicklaus, all people who've made the trek to Danville to support veterans at the VA. But why Danville? That's a question Melissa's aimed to answer.
So the VA is here today actually due to two notable politicians from Illinois.
At the end of the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln recognized that wounded soldiers would need somewhere to go, a place where they could treat their injuries, rest, and recover. So Lincoln established the National Home for Disabled Volunteer Soldiers. He signed the legislation months before the Civil War ended, and branches of the National Home began to pop up all over the country. In Vermilion County, a local politician named Joseph Cannon was using his political influence to bring the National Home to Danville. You see, these national homes had to meet certain criteria. They had to have fresh air, ample water supply, and be a minimum of 200 acres. They had to be located 3 to 5 miles from a city, and that city had to be connected via rail line.
Representative Joseph Cannon knew that Danville was the perfect place because we met the entire criteria laid out.
On October 13th, 1898, the Danville branch became the 8th national home to open in the country. And what started with Isaac Clements now brings us to today's director, Sean Bransky.
This is a heritage that goes back 122 years. And so to be a part of that legacy is absolutely a privilege and a pleasure.
I go back to President Lincoln, and he was very thoughtful in wanting to care for those soldiers coming out of the Civil War. And today, that is our main mission, to care for the veterans who fought for our country and delivering the highest possible quality care that they deserve.
In our town, Danville, Erin Valley, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
The VA Ileana healthcare system not only supports veterans and their families, it's also the largest employer in Vermilion County. That, too, was part of Joseph Cannon's vision for bringing it to Danville. Rally, relate, and resource around the needs of the community in Vermilion County. That's the motto of Step Up. It's a group targeting the needs of people with mental health, substance abuse, and/or parenting and family issues. They've all come together to fill in the gaps or help other service groups. From messaging to meals, rides to recovery, or supporting businesses, they've found ways to step up during its 3 years. The board president says there are nearly 300 people involved.
We have people from healthcare and education, from law enforcement. We have a lot of churches involved, a lot of businesses, just people that are coming together, people from education, to try to make a difference in addressing some of the problems, the opportunities in our community.
Later this month, Step Up is partnering with others in Central Illinois to bring the Rising Tide Trauma Conference to the Fisher Theater. There is more information on our website. The oldest park in the city was donated by a coal company. As Paul Cicchini found out, it's getting a major makeover.
Thousands of dollars in renovations have been done here at Ellsworth Park, from the playground behind me to the walking path to the disc golf course across the street. But as you can see, there's more work to be done. They're only about halfway done.
The work is slightly beyond the halfway point and was made possible with an open space land acquisition and development grant from the state. Danville got more than $370,000 and had to match the money before breaking ground. But today's playgrounds, restroom, concession building, and 9-hole disc golf course are just the foundation. A picnic shelter is being built near the playground, and work is being done almost daily.
We still need to get our basketball court in. We're putting in a brand new basketball court with lighting. We will be doing new LED lighting throughout the park or throughout the grant area of the park. So that'll be parking lot lighting, court lighting, lighting at the playground, and some decorative pedestrian lighting.
Work is scheduled to be finished by the spring of next year.
Reporting in our town, Danville, Paul Cicchini, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
At different points in time, Ellsworth Park has been home to a swimming beach, a 9-hole golf course, and a horse racing track. All right, take a look at this picture. This is from the old home of the Fair Hope Children's Ministry in our town, Danville. It's a charity that gives away clothes and shoes, but it was dark, you can see, and cramped, and this was on 3 levels. Really tough on the volunteers. But now they are in a new home on East Voorhees. Someone donated this building. It is 3 times the size. And you can see how much space they now have. It is so clean and bright. They also have a children's corner. The kids can keep busy while mom or dad shops. They even get to take a book home. And I love this new service, a hair salon, where kids can get a free haircut. They moved into the space in August, and the volunteers are thrilled.
Before, we were just kind of very cramped in the space that we had on May Street, so we are all spread out and people can move between the racks, and it's wonderful.
The ministry also has car seats and pack and plays to give away. They let one family come in every half hour when they're open on Mondays and Thursdays. You just need to make an appointment. This picture was emailed to us as a bright spot. 6 people all wearing It's Adoption Day t-shirts. I saw it and needed to know more. I'm so glad I did, because it turns out this family are angels among us to each other. You can say the love these brothers have for each other is off the charts.
On a scale of 1 to 10, probably a 57.
But it's the love their grandparents have for them that's kept them together. Carrie and Ashley Lane started dating in 2015. 2 years later, Carrie's daughter was losing her battle with a drug addiction. Her children, Caden, Jace, and Brayton, needed a foster home.
No hesitation. I would rather them be here with us and family than anywhere else.
They love us, and how I know they love us is because why would they take us in?
Carrie's daughter got pregnant again, and once again, this home and the couple's arms were open.
And when she had the 4th one, Ashley said, you know, I can't raise 3, and have them ask me why you didn't bring our other little brother in.
They're all my little boys. Every last one of them are.
Even more special for Ashley, 3 years ago, she found out she couldn't have children of her own.
Never had that opportunity to give birth myself, but I have the opportunity to be a mom, and that's the best part.
I asked the boys what's the best part of living here. For 7-year-old Jace, it was simple.
I get to play with my friends and ride my bike and do school.
10-year-old Caden didn't have to think long.
We get 3 meals a day instead of 2, and it's easier to breathe, and there's people to play with.
Tell me about what do you mean easier to breathe?
So when we was in the house, because there was so much smoking and like so much smoke, it was hard to breathe.
That's what they needed, stability.
Yeah, it's the stability they have now compared to what they had in the past is like night and day.
The Lanes finally got a court date to make the adoption official, but they were afraid the pandemic would delay things even more than it already had with such slow paperwork. They prayed hard this place wouldn't be shut down again. Finally, in August, 3 years after they took in the boys, they had their adoption day.
Then that day came, and it was just like, no words can describe it.
It was a celebration.
It felt better instead of being broken up into where not knowing where any of them was.
But also a sad reminder of why it happened.
I miss my daughter, though, too, her not being in a part of their life.
It's the worst part of it. The boys miss her, we miss her, but one day we'll all be back together. God works in mysterious ways and time heals all.
But until then, this family has each other.
I wanted to be a mom so bad, and now I can be, so it's just, they're my little blessing.
I couldn't do it without her. I couldn't have kept all my grandkids together if it wasn't for Ashley.
Carrie Lane told me if he ever won the lottery, he would give half to programs that support foster families. The couple says anything to help other siblings stay together. One pub is managing its business and keeping patrons safe in a COVID world. We'll show you how. Also, a former resident comes home to share her love of dancing and performing. How she's inspiring the next generation in our Town Danville.
Treat your friends and family with a gift certificate to Rawhide Meat Company, Danville's location for high quality and fresh meats cut to your order. And don't forget to check out their spices and rubs. Now offering online and curbside pickup. Rawhide Meat Company, it just tastes better.
Caregiver stress can cause physical and emotional problems. Taking care of your own health will make you a better caregiver to your loved one. Look for a support group or talk to someone who has experienced a loved one battling cancer. Recognize the signs of stress and seek help from others. Sleep well. Make sure you're sleeping the recommended 7 to 9 hours a day for adults. Get plenty of exercise. Aim for a minimum of 30 minutes on most days. It will fight fatigue and provide more energy. And talk to your provider if caregiver stress is becoming a problem. Stay well with Christie Clinic.
Watson's General Tire goes the extra mile to take care of their customers. Getting new tires can be challenging. Let Watson's make it easy with their large selection of brands and sizes. Watson's General Tire, family owned since 1962, located in Danville.
Your local news leader, Our Town Danville. Fall edition continues now.
If you're interested in dance, there's a new place you can go in Danville. It's owned by someone who left the area but came back to share her talent with the people she knows best. WCIA 3's Jessica Coons has the story.
Finally, Raw Studios opened here in August. It's the first Black-owned dance studio in the area. Opening during a pandemic is no easy task, but owner Tiara Brown says it was a risk that made her stronger. The studio hosts dance classes several times a week. She has about 40 students. It's all about giving back to a place that Brown calls home.
I just wanted to be that person to offer it to the community, but also offer it to the youth. You don't see anything like this, and especially for our African-American kids, you don't see that. You have different dance teams and different dance studios, but it's not catering to us. So I offer hip-hop and majorette, something that you will not see around here at all. So it's definitely giving them something new. It's giving them a new opportunity just to keep them involved, keep them active, and to keep them out of trouble. That's the ultimate goal.
Not only does the studio host dance classes, it also hosts pop-ups to support other small businesses. Another way of giving back. In Our Town Danville, Jessica Coons, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
And if you want to dance or you're interested in the small business pop-ups, just go to our website, WCIA.com. COVID-19 may have silenced a choral group for now, but that is not stopping them from planning their next performance. And up next, the vision behind a pub in our town, Danville, where you will only find local brews on the menu.
Are you ready to sell your home? Our experienced agents at Classic Homes Realty are ready to list your house and sell it fast. The process can be quick, fun, and easy at Classic Homes Realty. We hold the key. Give us a call today so we can guide the way and get your house sold.
The pandemic has been rough on healthcare workers, but Rodney Davis has had our backs. Rodney secured funding for PPE to keep us safe, and he voted to make coronavirus testing free for Illinois families. Rodney is also taking on the big insurance companies to protect people with pre-existing conditions. And he's holding Big Pharma accountable to lower your prescription drug prices. Rodney Davis is on our side.
I'm Rodney Davis, and I approve this message.
American Eagle Auto Glass is Danville's locally owned auto glass repair service. They specialize in repairing, installing, and replacing auto glass. Let American Eagle Auto Glass make the process easy for you by handling insurance claims directly. Cash is welcomed. Call today.
Your local news leader, Our Town Danville. Fall edition continues now.
It's nice to see local businesses doing well in these difficult times. One Central Illinois pub is managing that just fine. CI Living storyteller Erin Valley has more.
The weather might be taking a dip, but for those looking to cozy up with a little live entertainment and some of the best beer Illinois has to offer, can find that here at Vermilion River Beer Company in our town, Danville. Let's go inside.
It's interesting because we felt like Danville would very easily support something like this, and here we are a year into it, and they have. What we wanted to create was simply a place for people to slow down. Come in, enjoy a great beer, and have a conversation. I think we're pushing almost 100 selections, not including the wines and spirits, 21 beers on tap, and another whatever in the coolers. Of that selection, I want to say 90% of it is from Illinois or an adjacent state. And it was very important to us to do that because it wasn't just about supporting local businesses, but supporting the businesses in Illinois as well. It's not only about celebrating beer, but it's about celebrating the wonderful things that the great people of Illinois have made. We felt like Danville deserved that. You know, they have some great places that I love going to, but we wanted to kind of carve out something different. I'm fortunate in that the small businesses that I get to see and interact with all do amazing stuff. Those people that kind of joined me, they see that same vibe. There's this renaissance. There's a return to the small business mentality. Everybody that I have the pleasure of knowing is very creative in their own field. And so I really feel like there's a resurgence in seeing that come back to Danville. I mean, that's one of the things that made Danville great in its history. And I feel very strongly that we've got a nice tight-knit family, not only amongst the other establishments in Danville, but amongst the other small businesses in town where we're going out of our way to support each other. And I just think that that's Danville's way.
And we will connect you to the pub's hours and location online at WCIA.com. One choir is looking to the future to keep the music playing. We'll take you inside a movie theater as well, more than a century old. Their events may be on hold right now, but their future looks bright in our town, Danville.
Find more Our Town Danville Fall Edition stories on WCIA.com.
It's a theater more than 130 years old, and it's gotten new life in the last year thanks to a generous donation. As Paul Giacchini explains, you can find it in the heart of downtown.
It's been vacant for about 40 years until literally just a little over a year ago, a local philanthropist, Julius W. Hegler II, had offered to come in with the financing, which is when all of the restoration that you see that's kind of painted the place back up and made it usable again has happened. So.
Executive Director Jason Rome says it took 12 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days from start to finish. It was a major project.
The Julius W. Hegler II Foundation, they've chipped in somewhere in the neighborhood of $5 million to get, a place like this looking and functioning like it is now.
The theater was originally built in 1884 as the Grand Opera House before being sold to Louis Fisher in 1912. The doors were originally closed in 1981 before a group of actors, including Gene Hackman, Jerry and Dick Van Dyke, among others, came together to try and save it.
Back in the 80s and into the 90s, right after the theater was originally closed, some of the stars originally from Danville had come back to town for the first time ever. All of them were on the same stage to raise funds for the theater.
They raised $400,000, but changes to state grant funding meant the money raised was just enough to keep the building standing until the Hegler Foundation stepped in, and they're not done yet.
There's a lot of the practical things that are going to be necessary to get us where we want to be, and frankly, where a lot of the community and the public think we already are, just because of the way the theater looks. So right above us, a traditional grid system and a superstructure that you would hang line sets and things like that. Right now, if we were to look up with the camera, you'd see original 1912 timbers that are anchoring, and they'd still hold some weight and would do a good job, but just not what a modern package would require.
It simply doesn't meet the needs of modern bands, lighting, or Broadway shows. The theater also lacks a green room and dressing room underneath the stage floor, meaning there are still millions of dollars in renovations left. But for now, the show goes on.
We are first and foremost a theater and a performing arts center. It's a historic theater and a historic stage, so we do everything from films to concerts, bands, that sort of thing. The symphony orchestra has played in here already.
Reporting in Our Town Danville, Paul Ciacchini, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
The Fisher Theater has also hosted public speaking engagements, yoga classes, and more. One group has been serenading the community for more than 50 years. Listen to this. Even through those masks, they sound great. This is the Danville Barbershop Chorus. It's made up of dozens of men of all ages. They perform several times a year around the community. The pandemic has stopped them from doing that, and that's been tough. Their director says they love singing together.
The guys, it's like a brotherhood to them. They all belong to a barbershop harmony society, and it's international. There's people all over the world that sing barbershop harmony. So it's sort of its own unique little brotherhood, and it's a great outlet in Danville for guys that like to sing to participate in. And the fellowship is probably the most important.
And if you would like to learn more about the chorus or how you could join, just go to our website. And to see all of this week's Our Town Danville stories, be sure and head to WCIA.com. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.
Our Town Danville Fall Edition has been brought to you by Illinois Pork Producers and Prairie Commons Business Collective.